Thank you for that. I actually want to get into something with the Bears. You faced David Montgomery when he was in at Iowa State. What's your impressions of him now that he's with the Bears and without KK? How much difficult does it make stopping the run?
Montgomery's a tremendous back. You see on tape here the same things he did at the college level. Tremendous balance, tremendous yards after contact, has vision, can catch the ball. But, at Iowa State, he was really, really hard to tackle because he would run with such power so low to the ground, and you see the same things here. And, to me, our issue in this game, stopping the run, will come down to, every guy just doing their job. If everyone's in their gap and defends their gap and everyone tackles, then you can have a good run defense. So as I told our guys, it's about guys not just doing silly things, spinning out of gaps, not getting in the right gap. It's about just tremendous discipline and toughness versus a very good offensive line and good running game.
All right, let's go to Joe Person.
Hey, Matt, we've seen other places and facilities closed with just one positive test. Can you sort of get into why y'all kept, practicing and so forth and kept the building open, with Tyler's situation?
Yeah, well, since the very beginning, we there's a whole system, a whole protocol set up so that if there is any issue, that we can kind of break the link in the chain and make sure that that we, between the contact tracing, between diligent use of masks, between daily testing, between all of those things. So as we've put other people on the COVID reserve list previously, and we've always followed these protocols, and so we're following the protocols, and I think it's really well done and thought out. And any decision above that really had nothing to do with me. I just know anytime there's an issue, I do whatever Dr. Gritter and the NFL and Eddie Levins tell us to do. The biggest thing is we're just, as I said, really diligent day in and day out about mask wearing, about all those different things.
Let's go to David Newton and then Josh Klein.
Yeah, Matt, can you further explain a little bit? Because I think Larson was not at practice yesterday. So did he get his first positive test yesterday and then another, or what was the delay in not putting him on yesterday? Just trying to figure out how all that works.
Hey, David, if y'all have specific questions about the COVID-19 reserve list, we can answer those offline.
Okay. Well, if you can't answer that, can you? Burns, I guess, is full to go. He's out of the concussion protocol.
I'll make sure I have that right. Yeah, I mean, today, as today's kind of like a not a, it's more of a walkthrough day for us practice-wise. It's not, we practice full speed tomorrow, so I'm not sure where that puts him in terms of on the protocol or not. I know he was able to do it today, full participation today. He's full participation tomorrow. So when exactly that gets signed off by the doctor, I think that might be tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. As I'm planning right now here, I'm planning on him playing.
Okay, because he's not listed as questionable or out or anything. So, all right. Thank you.
Josh, we can go to you next.
Sure. Obviously, placing Yetur on injured reserve is a blow to the defensive end rotation. But for a young player like that, he's already missed a couple games. How will that affect his growth and his kind of and as he gets better?
That's a great question. He needs to practice and play to become a better player. I know you can play well by not practicing hard, but you can't play better. So we need him to play better, so we need him to practice. That being said, I mean, he's injured. He has a legitimate injury and he has to get healthy. I walked in the weight room this morning. He's in there, getting a full, like off season lift. So I think in terms of his body, he's going to get stronger during this time because he can lift more often. And we hope that we'll get him back at some point when he heals. And, we hate not having him now, but we'll love having him with, maybe 5 pounds extra of muscle and kind of running and fresh legs and all that, maybe later in the season, depending on the extent of the injury and how long it takes. But He's had a couple different things so far, but that sometimes happens with the young players. He's not a redshirt player. He was 3 years of college and he's here. And so we're going to take advantage of this time and try to get him as ready as we can for when he does come back.
And just one more, sorry. With Tyler out, would Chris Reed then be the backup center and then just some shuffling up front?
Chris Reed would be the backup center. If anything happened, Matt, Chris would go over and someone would come in for Chris.
All right, we only have time for 2 more. Let's go to Elena Getzenberg and then finish with Joe Person.
Matt, I was just wondering, is Curtis's injury, I know he's questionable, but is that like a concern for you, or kind of where are you with Curtis's injury right now?
Obviously I'd love to have Curtis play. He's practiced, so it's just a matter of, does he feel 100% or not? So, that's what leaves him questionable, and like anything else, when you get dinged, you have like bumps and bruises and injuries that, you can practice with, but you don't feel 100% with. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this stretch into Sunday, usually is what determines how well you feel. So we'll see what his recovery and healing feels like up until Sunday.
I'm just curious. To follow up on that, I was just curious, is there like a wide receiver who you would like to see? Like, is it Seth Roberts, Farrell Cooper, like someone who could step up if he's not able to go Sunday?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of confidence in Seth Roberts. He's a guy that we see as a starter in our offense. And, like I said, Curtis has practiced all week, but if it's just not prudent for him to go, or he just doesn't feel like he can go, or the doctor says he can't go, anything like that arises, Seth would step up and play really well.
Matt, can you say whether Tyler's transmission was related to the Falcons, and have you had any staff members get COVID recently? I don't know if I have the knowledge to say anything, and I can't confirm tests. I think you guys know that, right? All I can say is we put them on the list. So I'm going to be respectful of everyone's, medical stuff right now.